All right. Fuck, see, now you got me thinking about not saying all right because the meme.
You just said it already.
I know. Like how, all right, fuck. So we're back, another video. If you watched the last video, which you should have, if you haven't, bleep off. The last video, we gave a whole breakdown of this whole build, and now we're gonna do the complete opposite of that, I guess, and tear the whole build apart and redo it in another chassis, which you would also have known if you watched the last video. So we're gonna jump right into it, get this big old Bertha out of here, drop everything, and take this thing down to a bare shell in one video, in 4 hours and 3 seconds. Let's go. So as you guys can see, we got some of the front pulled off already. So I'm gonna get the rest of the front pulled off, because if you don't know E36s, you can pull the whole front end off, which makes pulling the motor 10 times easier. Pull the rad out, all that, and then you can just pull the motor right out the front. So cut all these zip ties, pull the front end off. It's pretty much ready to come off now. So hello. Buy our merch and parts and websites, all linked down below. Follow our Instagram, follow our Timmy Talk, like, comment, subscribe. Please. I like my odds. I said please.
How's that shit still warm? You drove it for, I think, 40 feet.
And that was the best 40 feet of its life with about 5 pounds oil pressure.
Hell yeah.
You wanna like, hey, are we rolling?
Yep.
The next thing we're gonna do on pulling the motor, we're gonna disconnect as much of the wire harness as we can, because everything pretty much runs under the manifold here. And we're gonna take the manifold off so we can put on the lift plate. Yeah, as Tyler said. They might. It doesn't come with the alternator thing.
Oh, the harness.
Yeah.
Race cars don't run alternators.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that a Holly Terminator X is like real race car shit.
Almost. See like the levels just spiking every time you
Yeet. Yeah. Just falls and I crack it in half. All right, we're gonna set this off to the side. Manifold. Yeet. Yeah. CX Racing headers for this thing. Yeah, they work. That's all I got. All right, so we're almost ready to pull the motor out. As you can see right now, I'm putting on the lift plate over the valley cover right now. Both headers are off, ready to go. So really, once I get the lift plate on, we just have to drain the power steering fluid, disconnect the motor mounts, and pull it right on out. So we'll be doing that probably in an hour or so. I think I might run out and get some lunch after I finish up draining the last little bit of the fluids and whatnot. But after we pull the motor, we still have a lot to strip on this thing. We're going to pull the subframes out, the whole interior that's left, obviously. So stay tuned, keep watching, check it out, and have fun. All right, so the motor is pretty much ready to come out. I have like 2 motor mount bolts left to pull out. Everything's drained, the headers are off, the intake manifold's off. You know, there's no coolant or anything like that. So I have to run and pick up some hardware for the engine stand so we can get this thing on the engine stand. And I'm going to pick up lunch while I'm out. And then when we come back, we should be pulling this thing right out and getting ready to party. Yeah. Woo, touchdown. See you in a little while, maybe. We're going to get a segment for the YouTube video really quick before this comes out. All right, the motor is ready to come out. Tyler and I got the motor mounts taken off. The cross member is disconnected. I got the motor stand reassembled after it was ready to fall apart. So we're going to pull the motor out right now. It's ready to go. Let's get after it. I'm just think. That's like not on. All right. I think motor mount's going to be a problem. Yeah, I know. All right. Pull it out. Oh, yeah, forgot my head. Get the headers down out of the way. All right. Motor's coming out.
I'm gonna just go back down a hair. Did you take the shifter linkage off?
Ah, no.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way this should be this fucking hard.
All right. We're going to come back. I got to pop the shifter linkage. Forgot one thing. One thing. That's it. That's not bad.
Go back under the car.
YouTube is live. All right. Part 2. We got the linkage off. So we're going to start pulling it out right now. 1, 2, 3.
Clutch line?
Ah, wait. Where? Oh, yeah, right here. Yep. Damn, we forgot 2 things.
You're fucking up.
All right, so it's day 2 of ripping this thing down to a bare shell. We got a couple things done off camera because I got out here early before Tyler came out to film. So the engine harness is completely stripped out of, the interior and engine bay. As you can see, we got the rest of the interior stripped. So shifter, hydro, all the seats are out. So the interior is pretty much done. I got to pull like the booster delete off. I think that's really it. We got the car up on dollies, I guess. So this way when we pull the subframes out, we can still roll it around. So we're going to work on pulling the front subframe right now and get that done. So we're going to probably move to the rear subframe here in a second. Front subframe out. The car almost flipped over because, it's on dollies and the weight isn't evenly distributed. But we're good. It didn't flip over, so probably move to the rear subframe now, and hopefully this thing is good to go. Yeah. All right, so we pretty much got the entire E36 stripped. As you saw, we got the front subframe out. The rear subframe is out behind the car. We got the coilovers off, disconnected. Really, the only things I got to do left, take the brake lines off the chassis that I need, the brake booster delete, and the harnesses. And I think that's pretty much it. I might try to take the sunroof off also, the sunroof delete panel. But otherwise, this thing's completely stripped. And we'll be ready for the new chassis here very soon. Which, again, if you don't know, because none of you know yet, leave your comments down below what you think the new chassis is.